Hi all, and welcome back to another NetSuite video. Today we are going to look at how to accept a transfer order using a CSV method. First thing you need to do is obviously locate your transfer order that you need to receive. And to do this, you can go onto shortcuts and click on outstanding transfer orders. From here, obviously, you'll be presented with a list of different transfer orders depending on your role type. For most of you that are logged in as, let's say, Dalston Store or Argyle Store, you're probably going to get a rather concise list of transfer orders that are pertinent to you. However, if you do have a big list, you can always use the filter search option up here, and you can drill down to your store location where you can find your current transfer orders a lot quicker. Just as a rule of thumb, when a warehouse price and send transfer orders into you, the location will be normally your backstock. If you search by shop floor, you probably are not going to find any transfer orders. So just bear that in mind, guys. That's generally the flow that will happen. So here's our transfer order in question, and we need to accept it. So to do this, we're going to go on to view. In our previous video, we used the receive option. That is just blindly receiving the transfer order. Pros and cons to that: it's very quick. You just hit receive, mark all, and save. But one of the drawbacks is you've got no real way of checking against what's actually been sent into you, and mistakes can happen, not just at store level, but at the warehouse. So one of the preferred ways of receiving the stock will be against what's called the bulk item receipt. So to do this, you will have obviously received your delivery into your store, and you will need to scan your group codes onto a G sheet. Takes a little bit longer, but this is the preferred method because from here we can find out if anything's missing, if anything has been added extra, or if there's anything that you need to go back and recheck. So to do this, you would obviously scan your boxes onto a G sheet. And to do this, you will need to transfer this G sheet into a CSV. And if you remember from our last video, to change this into a CSV, you need to make sure in cell 1A, you've got your lot serial, followed by your list of boxes that you have scanned in. And to change this into a CSV file, you need to go to File, Download, and comma separated values. And as you can see here, we have another download in a CSV format for our test today. Once you've got that, it is as simple as clicking on the area or dragging the file into it, as you can see here on number 4, and then we are going to upload this file against the TO. And to do that, you just hit verify. It's going to take a couple of seconds here just to load through, but we do have some new steps that we'll walk through here. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a new item number report. Essentially, inside of these groups are all of these child SKUs. As you can see here, we've uploaded all the correct amount of box because we have nothing on the missing window. If you do see missing groups here, this is a very quick way for you to go back and edit your file and have a look for any missing boxes. And it will tell you which boxes are missing. So you won't be blindly going back to a pile of boxes. It will tell you group number XXXX is missing, and therefore you can just eyeball your delivery to see if it is truly missing. If you find it, you obviously will just need to re-add it here onto your CSV file and just re-upload against it. Anything extra is clearly something that will have been sent in by the warehouse that's not on the original TO. So that will be cause for you to ring up the warehouse manager in any location to say, hey, this box is coming to me as extra. I know that I've got it extra because I've scanned it because it's here. and therefore we will need to do another transfer order for that box, or even an inventory transfer from the warehouse into your location. Not shipped is a very rare occurrence. What can happen there is if you have put something on the TO, but it wasn't fulfilled. It means it's just not was in a status ready for you to accept it. It's super rare that you're going to get that one, and surely when it does happen, please reach out to either any operations manager or warehouse manager. Not in NetSuite is if you've scanned a barcode that you're not expecting. So if I was to scan a delivery and then decided to scan the back of a can of Coke, for instance, that barcode, it will show up here as it's just a bad scan. So the ideal status here is nothing missing, nothing extra, nothing in not shipped, and nothing in not NetSuite. If you've got missing, you'll need to go back and check. If you've got any extra, you'll need to inform the warehouse manager of the extra so they can be moved correctly for you. If you have anything and not shipped, we will need to inform the warehouse manager, as clearly a box hadn't been fulfilled and wasn't in the right status for you to receive. And not in NetSuite is just any part can scan like a duck barcode there. But ideally, if you're empty, 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 and empty, you're in a good spot now to process transactions. And hopefully at this point, this new system is working, and it should be just processing through now. And hopefully once we've done that, we should be good to go. On this new item receipt report screen, what can happen is once we've accepted this, it's going to generate an Excel file that will stay on the system against this overall TO. And what we can do from there is obviously run any corrections with the Excel file. If anything's missing, we can remove it via an inventory transfer. If we've got anything extra, we can obviously add that on an inventory transfer against the Excel file that has been generated. So this processing transaction state could take a little bit longer, but as you can see here, we are good to go. And as you can see here, as soon as we hit OK, what we should see happen is when we go to have a look at the actual transfer order for cold drops, it should now have been removed from the system as it was all accounted for. So to do that, we can have a quick look at outstanding. And again, we can just go down onto our filters and see if it has been removed. And as you can see here, the one that we was working on by Mark Carey has gone. This is a new one that has just been created. So the one that we've worked on has been received. And that is how we receive via a CSV file. I hope that makes sense.